Oh, I think I'm back to front again. Oh, well, I have to learn how to do this. Spanners. Boom. See you later. Right, that's better. What a difference 5 or 10 minutes could make. I had a lovely bright vista through that window earlier. Now it's all gone. Never mind. Right, who am I on with? Let's have a look. It's not telling me anything. That's not right. How strange. I just realised I forgot to put what this is in the description. Let me share it. So I'll share it out to the other Veeps. I'm assuming that's Jeremy and the Rolling Clan. Hello Jay, how you doing? Let's have a look. Let's get this. Hey, it's me. Can I share that? Or can't I share that? Someone do me a favour. Can you share this live stream out to the other Veeps, just so that I know that it's getting to people, because it sometimes takes a bit of an effort to spread the word if you don't get the notification when I go live. But whatever. Everyone good? Jeremy, are you and the wee ones there? I can see Jay. Nathan, next week it will be a more reasonable time zone, I promise, because if I do a live next week, it's going to be from Celebration. So, because this time next week I'm going to be there. That's hard to believe. It's gone around so quickly. Only seems like 5 minutes ago I was at Europe. I was looking at photos of that today with Andy. My friend Andy made a comment on the main Talk Star Wars page, and his avatar on Facebook is still our picture from last year's Celebration, which is right. I'm just going to jump off of Facebook there because that's distracting. Yes, I will be in a more reasonable time zone anyway. So it's 2:37 in Florida at the moment. So what time is it where you are, Nathan? It's 4:07. So I'll actually be behind. I'll be behind you. Is that right? Is that 4:07 in the PM, Nathan? Of course it is. We're not the other side of the world. Oh yeah, of course, half-hour difference. That's weird, isn't it? That is cool. So I just watched that video that Dave put in the VIP feed a little while ago of Ewan McGregor answering a question about is Obi-Wan's bear ready to grow back. I think someone may have left the D off of beard.
Obi-Wan's bear ready to grow.
But it seems very natural for someone that I suspect is being very cagey, because I honestly think he's being quite cagey. Jeremy! There he is. So you find people on the toy box. Cost me money today. Hello mate, how are you? Are the kids with you? Your lovely children. Oh, I saw in the picture earlier. You've got a gorgeous family, mate. So thanks to you, I think Jeremy, I think it was you that mentioned the price of the Disney Elite. I popped out today. Look at that. $9.99 for K2 and the Disney Elite series. So he's going to come out of his little box and he's going to live on my desk over here somewhere by the mic. Jeremy, that's your fault for telling me that I could save money on that. So it was almost rude not to buy it. And what with the things I've got my shopping list for celebration, it's just going to be, I'm going to be in ruins. So, yeah, you picked one up, didn't you, Jeremy? Or for Freddie, presumably. So I was talking about, before Jeremy jumped on and distracted me and I started talking about toys. It cost me a lot of Lego. Well, you got to put those kids to work, Jerry. We need a little sweatshop of TSW content generators. What did everyone else make of that video of Ewan? Do we think he is hiding the fact that he's going to be on stage at Celebration talking about an Obi-Wan movie? Because I think he will be on stage talking about an Obi-Wan movie. Hello, Joe. How are we doing? Hopefully we might see Jonas or maybe Jackie with Jonas in tow. I don't know what sort of time we're looking at, but it would be nice to get him on a live thing with us, wouldn't it? I know we've got some sickness in the TSW crew this evening. Mr. Rob has not been feeling very well, so there may be no post-show live broadcast tonight, because I think he's looking to get an early night. But we'll get right, Alana. Okay, Alana wants to know who my favourite character is in Rogue One. Well, that's a tricky one. Jin, I think Jin. But then there's so many cool characters in there. I want to say K2SO because I just love the droids. But no, Jin, I think. Alana, you have to let me, now I've answered, you have to tell me who your favourite is, and I hope it's Jin. I wonder if... Beauty and the Beast. That's a good point, actually, Nathan. I'm not sure where it was filmed, but I don't think it was in the UK. I don't think they would be able to get the sound stages, to be honest. I would imagine probably. Actually, have I seen in the end credits? I think it might have been in Europe, like as in Eastern Europe, Bulgaria. Is it, Alana, is that, like, Jin's your favourite? Good. We've got a little club going. I think it's a bit of a shame we won't see her again. Unless they do something that doesn't fall in that timeline, but who knows. She is great, though. I'm going to assume that you own some action figures of Jin, Alana. Hopefully Daddy sorted you out there. God, these little delays are really off-putting, aren't they? Did anyone see... No. Jeremy, sort that out. Did anyone see the YouTube version of the live streams I put out last week? Because I've been playing around with a couple of new techniques for getting the questions on screen, because I know Rob was very concerned that he's answering the questions, people don't know what's being asked. So I found a way of getting them on screen, which led to the development of that that spoof tweet that I put out about James Cameron, which didn't really trick Steve, but almost. That was very, very amusing though for me. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what that was, Nathan? I don't think he ever really went for it, but I think the thing is he, because he still thinks of himself as a bit of a novice with Twitter, it was very easy to sort of blind him with the fact that he'd missed something. So I think it was his own insecurities that were tripping him up rather than him being tricked by us. But it was funny. A little bit cruel, but amusing. I'll teach him for swearing so much on the show and causing me endless editing nightmares. Are you watching Star Wars now? Is it on the TV now? And which Star Wars? A New Hope? You should have our audio commentary on while you're watching it, really, and we can watch it with you. You can hear Stephen get loads of details wrong, and then us get really annoyed with him, which is the way that works. I'm thinking about trying to talk some of the Commonwealthers into doing audio commentaries with me next week, because I'm going to take a bunch of films with me. So I'm hoping to get sort of a celebration, a limited edition celebration audio commentary out there. It's A New Hope, I bet, yeah. We're going to have to get your dad on one of those audio commentaries with us at some point, because I think he'd enjoy that. What time we got? Oh, I've got ages yet. Ages. Anyone got any idea what we can expect at the 40th celebration panel? I think it might be George. Think it might be George and a bunch of others. Harrison, Ewan. I'm starting to think that Harrison Ford might be there, because it's obviously we're going to be looking back as well as looking forward. So he might have a few things he wants to say. Ah, New Hope. That was Freddie's choice, was it? Watching A New Hope. Nice choice. We'll follow it up swiftly with Empire Strikes Back. Gonk or Power Droid? I've always called it Power Droid, but clearly he just wanders around saying his own name, doesn't he, in the movie? So I'm going to have to take his word for it that his name's Gonk. It said Power Droid on the card, I think, didn't it? On the Kenner action figure. Hey, he's Rob. I've not engaged the video as I'm doing editing. I'm sure it's wonderful, but I can keep myself occupied staring at your beautiful face. Keep yourself occupied. Oh my. Is that so? Are you a Gonk then? I'm just going to refer to you as the Rollings, because I'm not sure who's on the keyboard now, but I'm assuming you're a Gonk as well. It's about time they made a jumbo Gonk, isn't it? Hello, Tim. Tim, your post was superb this week. That was a really great first entry, that, mate. Very nice indeed. In fact, I wonder if we can have a look at some of the traffic numbers. Shouldn't call people Gonks. No, you're right. That's not fair. Come on, load. My internet does not like me doing more than one thing at once. Tim, I will update the Commonwealth site to include Sanjay as a host on the Nerd Room. If you could, when you get a second, if you send me all his details, his full name and his Twitter handle, and I'll get all that done for you. Awesome. Well, that celebration post, that's fantastic. Yes, thanks, Tim. Right, I'm sure there's a way we can look at popular posts this week. I don't know what inspires that sometimes. That's not very exciting though, is it? Me looking at metrics whilst I'm supposed to be on Facebook. Watch me look at metrics, people. How entertaining. What else is there to look forward to? What do you guys want from Celebration? Your favourite Star Wars film was The Force Awakens, Alana. It's really up there for me. It's definitely up there, and I know it's not popular, but I think it's a little bit above Jedi for me. But I'd say Star Wars or Empire, depending on what mood I'm in. And today I'm probably in an Empire-shaped mood. That would be my favourite one. But usually it's Star Wars and Empire. They switch between the two. What about Freddie, Alana? What's Freddie's favourite Star Wars film? I won't get you to do... Your dad always asks people to rank them in order, but I won't make you do that. Aww. Don Rickles passed away, that's sad. Your presents from Celebration. Oh, there'll be a presents at Celebration. I talk Star Wars presents. Does that count? I don't think so. I know what you mean. You can look at my things. You can look at my X-Wing pilot when I bring him back. Revenge of the Sith for Freddy, eh? That is a dark one. That is a dark choice. Got a little Sith Lord on your hands, Jeremy. Is there anything you want us to do? Thanks, Tim. Thanks for stopping in, mate. I'll speak to you later. I look forward to your post next week, a Celebration theme post. You watch Attack the... Nathan. You watch Attack of the Clones the most. Alright, why, Nathan? And don't take that the wrong way, but what is it that brings you back to Attack of the Clones frequently? Because that's my least favourite film. It's not I don't mean that it's a bad one, but it's certainly my least favourite one. I'd be interested to know what pulls you back every time. Is it Ewan's fake beard? Or am I being flippant? Perhaps I'm being flippant. Or his fake bear. Jeremy, Alana's telling lies about you. I think you need to stop that. He told you face to face. I don't know if I can accept that. Alana, I believe you. I believe you're telling the truth. And I just think that means Daddy is wrong. So you have to set him straight. Right. Freddie loves the Jedi Starfighters and the battle at the end. I really like that. Revenge of the Sith has an absolutely stunning opening. That waterfall sequence is absolutely staggering. Really, really good stuff. The fight at the end could have, taken a little bit out of Twin Sons book and made it a little bit shorter. May have helped. It's the most... Okay, Nathan, on Attack of the Clones, it's the most Shakespearean of the lot. I think it has the most iconic imagery of all the prequels. Agreed. And there's also an element that I can't quantify. That's usually the case with the Star Wars movie. You're a huge classic horror fan, so Lee's a big draw. Well, there's a lot of those elements to it. The classic sort of Christopher Lee bringing that thing. There's the intrigue element as well. With you watch. I'll talk myself into liking this film now. With Ewan off on his mission to try and find out what's going on with the Separatists. You got the big monster fight in the arena, which is a Harryhausen sort of callback. So there's a lot of elements in there that are very appealing. I'm just not sure when they come together whether or not they really work all that well. I think it's a little bit too dependent on other filmmaking techniques than practical, which is I just find a tad off-putting. Alana, I believe that Daddy really does love Attack of the Clones. He keeps talking about sand. Yeah, but he doesn't like sand. Rob, you may have missed this. I got me a K2SO and a leaked K2SO. How jealous. How jealous are you? You can tell me. Oh, it's getting dark in here now. First told me the Clone Wars and then changed his mind. Well, the animated series, I just picked a couple of those up actually last week because I got some credits from Amazon. I've still got to tell my Amazon story at some point. So I picked up I picked up the Mortis trilogy, which was absolutely superb. Great quality on Amazon Prime as well. That was from Milani, yes. I'm less concerned with the execution than most people, I guess. Nathan again. I'm a story guy and it's probably the most intricate and well thought out. I'll just say the story doesn't have problems. Yeah, most of them have issues though, right? I mean, most of the Star Wars movies have storytelling problems. I'm not sure the original trilogy is plagued with quite as many as the prequel trilogy, but it's like you said, the X factor that makes the film appeals to you. It's the X factor's there for me in the other way, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is about that film that doesn't work for me, but something doesn't work for me, or maybe it's a little bit of everything, and when you put all that together, that's my problem. But yeah, I guess it's just chemistry really. Hey Jay, I'm going to be wrapping up any second now because I've got to go and get the boys on the line and get 64 recorded. So Jeremy, I like Attack of the Clones more than Sith, from Big Rolling, from the big man himself. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer. I think Clones is my least favourite. Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith are very close, and they kind of switched away. Star Wars and Empire switched for me. Jedi lives under Rogue One and Force Awakens for me now. Yeah, I agree. So Nathan's saying the story is much simpler in the original trilogy. George tried something too complex for 3 movies. That's why it plays out so well in the Clone Wars. Yeah, do you know what? I think if you'd have taken Attack of the Clones and expanded that across 3 movies, rather than spend so much time with Anakin as a little boy and the trade disputes in Phantom Menace, and kind of cut Revenge of the Sith down a little bit, maybe we could have had more of the Clone War, and the Clone War would have been much more interesting over the 3 movie arc. To see them guys entrenched together would have explained why they'd become such good friends, rather than, you know, at the start of Attack of the Clones, Anakin's relationship with Obi-Wan I thought was quite petulant. Do you like Doctor Who? I can't say that I do, Alana, but to be fair, I haven't really watched any of the new Doctor Who, so I'm willing to be wrong on that, but I'm not sure that I'll ever give the series a chance, to be fair. For Rob, the top movies between Empire and Sith, can honestly see Rogue One changing that over time. Or challenging that over time, sorry. Yeah, Rogue One is up there for me. Alana, what's your favourite movie in the world, not just Star Wars? American Graffiti is my favourite movie of all time. And it's another George Lucas film. I just love everything about that movie. I love the filmmaking. I love the story about how the film got made. There's so much. George did so much right with that film. And without that film, we don't get Star Wars. Without that film, without the credibility that it gave George, we don't get Star Wars. Right, I think I'm going to have to love you and leave you. It's been, Freddie and Alana, it's been lovely to chat with you. Oh, Rob at Phillips, I really wanted to chat with you, but I'm going to have to go. Bride of Frankenstein. If I watch that, Nathan, I'll never sleep. Hey, Rob, your photographs this week, your Lego photograph, your photographs have been beautiful. Yeah, I won't quote you on that one, Robert. Sorry, we're just going to go and record. Stephen's not online yet, but we're just going to go and get that done. perhaps maybe one of us will jump on afterwards. I'll see how well Rob's feeling. But I might have to get some sleep at some point in my life. Right, I'm going to wrap this up then, gang. Thank you for joining me. Robert, I'm sorry I didn't get to spend any time chatting with you. The rollings are awesome. Right, Alana, you like a lot of very recent films. I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. I'll speak to Daddy about tickets. He knows what I mean. Okay, right. I'm going to go, guys. Thank you again. Next week, I will be doing some live stuff from Celebration, but we're going to record the Talk Star Wars in Florida. Obviously, without Rob and Steve as a part of it, so it won't be a real show. It'll be like a mock Talk Star Wars. It will be Talk Star Wars Celebration. That'll be interesting. Okay. Right, gang. Thank you very much. I will see you all later. On the next episode of Talk Star Wars, we discuss
Hayden Christensen to appear at Celebration.
We get a new location name from The Last Jedi.
And we choose someone to play a young Luke Skywalker.
all that and more on the next episode of Talk Star Wars in iTunes on Monday. Let's talk about Loot Crate. Are you on a quest for epic gear, housewares and collectibles? Loot Crate offers an epic range of pop culture items for less than $20 per month. Whether you're shopping for the geek in your life or you are that geek, Loot Crate is the best surprise you know is coming. Every month there's a different theme and new and exclusive items that you can only get with Loot Crate. Treat yourself every month or give the gift of geeking out to a friend or a loved one. You have until the 19th at 9 PM Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cut-off happens, that's it, it's over. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/Talk Star Wars and enter the code Talk Star Wars and save $3 off your new subscription today. I'm live.